Should I stay or should I go? On March the 2nd, I was due to deliver the final part of a programme with the team in Riyadh. A few days before I was due to go, the team leader contacted me and asked me to check whether my visa was still valid, as the government of Saudi Arabia had cancelled certain visas. On contacting the Saudi embassy, I found out that it was only people from highly infected areas that were not being allowed in, and the UK was not on that list. So I could go, but did I really want to go? Did I want to risk getting stuck there? Did I want to risk my chances of getting the virus and not being able to work? After a fair bit of reflection, I bought my N95 mask. It cost me £70 that I needed delivered within 2 days, and I decided to go. I wore my mask the whole flight, even though very few others did. On arriving at Riyadh Airport, there were doctors in full PPE with thermometers at the ready. All the airport staff were wearing masks and checked every page of my passport. They stopped me and asked me about my visa for Cambodia. I pointed out that I was there a year ago, and after an agonising few moments, they let me in. The team and I had a fantastic 2 days together, and I made my flight home. What a relief. The week after, on the 11th of March, I went into Manchester on the train for a full day of coaching. The train was jam-packed like a London tube, and it was impossible to stay away from other people. On the train back, there was a man coughing in my carriage. The carriage was quite empty, so I was able to move. But I made my decision in that moment to change my future coaching to online using Zoom. I contacted all the clients I had booked in for face-to-face coaching, some were already online, and asked them whether they'd change to Zoom, and all but 2 agreed. During the last 40 working days, I have travelled all over the world from my desk. I've been all around the UK, across the Atlantic to Boston, New York, Washington, Philadelphia and Houston, down to Sao Paulo in Brazil and back to Munich, Paris and Stockholm in Europe. I've coached 41 individuals and 2 groups online with no need to wear a mask, adhere to social distancing or fear getting stuck somewhere. We achieved the same level of trust and intimacy, and the coaching outcomes were just as good. But more than that, I got a glimpse into people's home life via the Zoom camera, which gave me a deeper understanding of their situation. A partner in a professional services organisation in New York was feeling guilty about taking an hour during the working day to do something with his kids. He plucked up the courage to put that in his calendar and make it a part of how he managed his work and private life during the crisis. Another senior leader living in a large open space loft apartment in Philadelphia was struggling to find a quiet safe space for him and his wife to work, with his children being at home. In fact, I've met several of my clients' children during this world tour, which has been wonderful. Again, the need to find a different rhythm and balance between work and home in order to school children and to look after them during the day. At the start of the crisis, people were in shock, and I was able to help them accept the situation and work out how to turn it into an opportunity. As time's moved on and all of the emergency actions have been taken, people are starting to find it difficult to manage and motivate themselves. So I've helped them to create a vision for what they want out of this period and a structure for their day. We talked about how they could keep themselves motivated, and it's amazing how different people are. For some, it was social connection that they needed. For others, it was setting themselves clear goals and rewarding themselves for achieving them. And for still others, it was a feeling of making a difference. During this metaphorical journey around the world, I have been on my own private journey, as have all the clients that I've connected with. My motivators are searcher, it's about making a difference, which is why right at the start of the lockdown I offered my online leadership course and 4 webinars to anyone free of charge. I also offered free 30-minute Zoom-in sessions for people to check in with themselves and determine how they want to turn this crisis into an opportunity. At first I got very few responses, but I'm noticing a greater readiness for this now, and I've got a few of these Zoom-ins planned for the coming week. How is your COVID-19 journey going? Are you managing to stay motivated and to keep your family and team motivated? Are you in a place where you can spot the opportunities in this crisis? If you'd like to spend 30 minutes with me zooming in on your situation, just contact me on sue@suecoyne.com. The leadership course is also still available, as are the webinars, and you can find them on my website, suecoyne.com. Stay safe and well.